Well, a new study in the journal Pediatrics describes it as, quote, unethical to call breastfeeding natural.
2 words. Unethical and natural. Those are going to be the words that we're going to be discussing today. Because those are the words that are getting thrown around a lot in this piece. And it seems very much like this person doesn't fucking understand what the hell those words mean. So, really, when it all comes down to it, this isn't so much a discussion about breastfeeding but it's a discussion of the words natural and unethical.
Because doing so might undermine feminism.
Only something so stupid as breastfeeding is not natural. Only something that stupid could possibly come from feminism.
The study says, quote, coupling nature with motherhood can inadvertently support biologically deterministic arguments about the roles of men and women in the family.
Well, I know one role of women that is inarguable. Breastfeeding. There's no getting around it. Dudes don't do it. Our titties are broken. They don't work right that way. I mean, it happens. There are stories of men lactating. But it's like there's problems with you if you're doing that. You know what I mean? Like, you're not supposed to be doing that to enough of a degree, certainly to feed a child.
Kathy Aru is a journalist and publisher of Catalina Magazine, and she joins us now. Kathy, thanks for coming on.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So this was kind of a baffling story. One, that people are inserting politics into breastfeeding, which seems like it would be off limits for politics. But,
right.
But two,
what in the fuck is wrong with you?
Why it would be controversial to call breastfeeding natural. If breastfeeding is not natural, what is natural?
Well, breastfeeding doesn't come naturally, as pediatricians will tell you. It's not exactly easy. There are lactation specialists out there. There's a whole industry out there.
Yeah, I mean, there's an industry for people to help people walk again. Does that mean that walking isn't natural? Like, there's industries out there for people to have children. Does that mean that having children at all isn't fucking natural? Just because there's a specialist out there to help a moderate-sized portion of the populace to do something, it doesn't mean that that thing is fucking not natural. There are drugs that help people to breathe. Because breathing, totally not natural.
So breastfeeding isn't exactly natural. It doesn't come naturally to women.
You know what it is? You know what it is? You know what it is? Holy shit! I think I just figured this bitch out. Her titties are broken. Her titties don't work right. She can't breastfeed. I would be willing to bet you $1 million fucking dollars that this bitch can't breastfeed. And that's why she is so onto this, it's not natural. Because she doesn't want to be seen as unnatural unless everybody else is too. I'm telling you, I figured this bitch out. Man, roll fucking credits. We're done.
So what they're saying is, which I'm so happy there's a study out there that are finally letting women not have this guilt trip, that it's okay to hand the formula over to daddy, to the men, and it's natural for a man to feed a baby.
All right, look. I gotta stop her right there. For anybody watching this, don't get fucking excited. She's retarded. It is not natural for you to feed a baby with any of your body parts. God damn it. Leave the fucking kid alone. It isn't natural. This bitch is crazy. And you are not a hamstered water bottle. Moving on.
So they're saying that only a woman able to feed a child is inappropriate. It's unethical and inappropriate. And I'm so glad that women are let off the hook, finally.
I mean, it's not unethical or inappropriate, whatever those words mean. I mean,
And this really makes you wonder, what the fuck do those words mean? Like, there are people out there that might watch this and go, fuck, what exactly does that mean? Because they might be thinking to them, shit, I might be wrong. You're right. You understand the language properly. She's fucking retarded. She doesn't get it.
It's the opinion of some physicians that breast milk is superior to formula, and other people disagree, and it's a debate that has raged for quite some time. But what you seem to be saying is it is bad because it suggests that women have a different role in motherhood than men do, but they do because women are the only people biologically capable of bearing children.
Newsflash, bitches!
Is that now a controversial observation?
Well, the study is saying, though, that women are not the only ones who could feed the children. So that's what they're trying to say. It is natural for others to be able to feed the children.
Now, you've pretty much got it right. Like, you phrased it weird. It is natural for people other than the mother to feed the child. That is natural. You can say that. It sounds weird because you'd want to use the word normal instead of natural. It's normal for other people to feed a baby than the mother. Other people feed a fucking baby. But grandparents feed a baby. Fucking fathers feed a baby. Other people fucking feed babies. It's normal for that to happen. Natural. You can even go as far as to say it's natural for grandparents, father to feed a baby. Fine, natural. But when you start saying that it is that other people can feed the baby naturally, like that, that's different. That's way fucking different. Way fucking different.
So the whole burden is not on the mother. So that's what they're trying to say with this study.
Okay, but that's okay. First of all, of course that's true.
Right.
Of course. But that's kind of a decision.
So many women don't understand that. Fuck me. Oh my god.
What do you mean? I don't think women are stupid.
She disagrees with you, Tucker. And I gotta tell you, I'm starting to agree with her. Now we're getting into a topic that I think that she knows a lot about.
And some women that actually, I interviewed a pediatrician that had a mother that had a child starving for 2 weeks. She was not able to lactate. She was not able to produce breast milk for 2 weeks. The baby had lost weight, and she refused to give that baby formula for fear that her baby was not going to get the perfect breast milk and would have to turn to formula. The baby ended up in the NICU.
That's
fucking people are stupid, and bitches go crazy. Like, bitches go crazy at the best of times. Just because there ain't enough fucking stupid shit going on around them, and they gotta have it. Like, women are fucking retarded, and they do retarded shit for no fucking reason. It just happens. You know it, ladies. All of you who are like starting to look at me like, fuck yourself. You know you started some fight that never needed to be started. You know it. So shut the fuck up, all of you. But just because one dumb bitch thinks that the baby's gonna die if it doesn't have breast milk for the first 6 months, that doesn't mean that you're all as stupid as you are, lady. Like,
a totally fair point, and that's a shame when people feel like,
and people
there's
feel
no
like
alternative.
That.
Perhaps there are some, but that's not what's really going on here. This is gender politics intruding on the personal decisions that parents make.
Well,
it's also blurring the lines. It's suggesting, by the way, that men can breastfeed, which I don't think they can.
It's suggesting that.
I tell you, Tucker, we can. Don't fucking tell anybody anything, but it fucking happens. It's true. Ladies, stop watching. Stop watching. Yeah, we can totally breastfeed. It's fucking stupid. What? Really? No, man, no. We can't really breastfeed. And as far as whether or not we need gender politics and this shit, we're beginning to see that a lot of people think we don't need gender politics in anything anymore. So, yeah.
Men could, I don't know, but it's suggesting that.
Well, I do know. The answer is they can't. So. I have 4 children. I can tell you.
I don't know. I don't know your secrets.
You know what the secret is? our titties don't work. That's the fucking secret. That's the secret as to why Tucker's never breastfed any of his children. Cause oh my god, well, I don't know your secret. Nah.
But no, what they're saying is that men can feed children. They're finally putting a study out there that's saying that breast milk is not the only way to go. There are other ways.
Man, you know, I honestly, because I've been thinking about this. Like, Lacey Green has really fucked me up. It's not so much the ideas that are bad, right? It's the misinterpretation of the ideas that makes the ideas bad, right? It's fine for a man to feed a baby. Like, you get the bottle of formula, you fucking you nuke it or boil it or whatever the fuck it is you do. And you test the shit on your wrist so it's not too fucking hot, I guess. I don't know how it's supposed to be. Whatever. And you feed the fucking baby. Like, you stick the goddamn thing in its mouth and you fucking feed the thing. Sure. That it's natural for men to do that. Fine. I don't think there's anybody... I don't think there's legitimately anybody in the world that thinks that it's impossible for a man to feed a baby. But a man cannot naturally feed a baby. Like, so when you say... it's natural for a man to feed a baby, a lot of people go, yeah, of course. But when you say a man can feed a baby naturally, the only people who look at that and go, are pedophiles. And like I said before, you are not a hamster water bottle. Like, get it out from between the crib bars. It doesn't belong there. You are not feeding that baby. As wonderful as it may feel, you're not feeding that baby. Fucking stop. Like, it's the misinterpretation, because there are people that are out there that are stupid enough. If there's one person, right, that uses this as an excuse to do something horrifying with a baby, like, if one person says, well, there was this study, that blood is on all, you know, that blood is on your hands, lady. You know, like, that's the problem. It's not the fact that the ideas are wrong or just flat out stupid. It's your interpretation of the application of those ideas that's fucking retarded and fucking harmful. It's your phrasing of things, you know? And I don't know how else to get it. I mean, fucking goddamn.
Okay,
And
but Kathy, you're
Loving a child is
you're
natural.
dodging what I'm saying. Look, strictly speaking, I don't disagree with you.
Thank you.
But the debate is whether breast milk is better or worse than formula. And again, that is a scientific debate that nutritionists and physicians can have.
I actually did some studying today. I looked up benefits of breastfeeding. Apparently, there happen to be some. Not like a shit ton. Some people give 10 reasons why it's great. Some people give 6 reasons why it's great. And Wikipedia, as much as Wikipedia is, just kind of lists shit as usual, you know. But, you know, like, apparently, and here's the most beneficial thing as far as I'm concerned. Apparently, there's like important antibodies. Like, the baby lives off of the mother. It's a fucking just a parasite. It lives off of it takes half of your fucking nutrition. It takes your fucking everything. But it uses your immune system as well. Mothers out there, just so as you know, the baby uses your immune system while it is in the womb and for, I think, 6 months. 6 months after being born. The baby's essentially using your immune system, right? So for that like 6 months, your immune system, the only way for you to transmit it to the baby is through your tits, right? You breastfeed the baby, it gets those antibodies. You know what I mean? Like, and that's very important because babies are amazingly durable and yet they're amazingly fragile. You know, on the outside they're pretty durable. You can kind of clunk them around and not do too terrible damage to them. I mean, it's gonna fuck them up. You know, there's gonna be a general point where at some point in the future, like, you're gonna look at your kid do something fucking stupid, and the first thing that's gonna flash into your mind is that one time that, like, you turned real quick and clunked its head on a table, and you're gonna go, and, like, God's gonna purposefully remind you of that moment, because that's gonna be the moment where if you wouldn't have done that dumb shit, if you'd have paid more attention when you had the baby in your hands, that dumb shit wouldn't have happened. You know, like, every parent goes through that, I think, at some point or another, where you kind of look at the kid do something stupid and you go, oh shit. You know, like, so there you go. But, you know, it's very important. Like, developmental years are so important with children. But there are other benefits too. But they're more bonding. It's important for mother and child bond. You know, shit like that. I guess it helps the mother to lose weight because, like, that's a source of calories that you're losing. So I guess if you eat a 2,000 calorie meal like normal, and I guess you lose like 500 calories by breastfeeding a day. So if you're eating a 2,000 calorie meal, you're essentially eating a 1,500 calorie meal. So I guess it's really easy for women to lose weight during the breastfeeding period. But, you know, so there are benefits, and those things can be argued. You know what I mean? Like, they do that shit with control groups, and is it going to work for you? Fucking who knows. But I can see, you know, scientifically, I can see caloric loss there. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you sweat and lose weight, squeeze a whole bunch of shit out your titty, that probably does it too. I don't really know. But I looked it up. If you're actually wondering about this, I encourage you to look up benefits of breastfeeding. It works great in Google. Brought up a shit ton of stuff.
Right. This is feminist groups saying, how dare you suggest that it's better for women to feed babies because that somehow ties them biologically to the act of procreation. And my only point is, feminists, as usual, are helping to obscure biological realities because they don't like them.
Love Tucker. Just love that man.
And that's an attack on science, and I'm against that.
It's a study that's just saying it's inappropriate to say that breast milk is the only natural way.
See, it's the phrasing. It's the fucking phrase. God damn it.
To feed a child. A man could naturally feed a child in other ways.
God damn it.
Well, actually, a man can't naturally feed a child. A man can't produce formula.
I mean, baby, and naturally give it formula. Natural. It's natural. Loving is natural.
Okay, it's just.
Like, no matter how you. Just because you say natural a whole bunch, that doesn't fucking make it natural. Yes, loving a baby is natural. It's actually natural for total strangers to completely and unconditionally love babies. Because they're fucking babies. It's hardwired into our goddamn brains because without it, no baby would survive past 2. They call it the terrible 2s for a reason, and if it was okay to strangle your children because they pissed you off, believe me, people fucking do it. Oh my god. Fuck. Shit.
Can you just take 3 steps back?
No.
Bam. Bam. Motherfucker. There it is. There it is. There it is. That's the problem with all you fucking idiots. Let's listen to it again.
Can you just take 3 steps back?
No.
No. No. No. No, I can't. I don't know where you're even going with this, but fucking no. I cannot, under any circumstances, take a step back and fucking look at what I'm saying and think to myself, does that sound fucking retarded? Nope. Nope. Don't care. Not interested. Nope.
Can you just take 3 steps back?
No.
And you're all like that. Lacey Green apparently has been able to take a step or 2 back and has looked at shit and went, huh. Y'all need to take a couple steps back and fucking look at what you're doing. Like, God damn it. This is what it's led to. For those of you out there in my audience that are feminists, and I know I've got more than a couple, look at what your side is doing. This is the inevitable. When you stop believing in reality, this is where you go. And people are pushing this shit politically, scientifically. Bill Nye the Science Guy is going to come out with a fucking bit where he's talking about how men can feed babies, and God, I hope it's not a cartoon, because that whole ice cream orgy was a fucking doozy.
And acknowledge that there's something pretty awful about inserting gender politics into something as beautiful and intimate as the first days of a child's life.
You know,
and maybe parents could say, hey, back off.
It's not beautiful. Breastfeeding is not beautiful. Breastfeeding, it causes so many headaches. And
telling you, man, either this bitch really hates breastfeeding, like she's done it and she doesn't like it, or she can't do it. And she wants to feel normal, so her way of being normal is by telling everybody else that they're not normal. Fuck you, bitch.
And it can be so horrible. And as a pediatrician told me, it doesn't come naturally for so many women.
Just because it doesn't come naturally for some reason, some women, doesn't mean that it isn't natural. You dumb cunt.
So this study, I think, is wonderful because women can finally step back and say, wow, it's okay to hand the bottle and the baby over to dad or my girlfriend or whatever the case may be.
Half of that sentence is correct, of course. It is absolutely okay to do that.
And the other half of the sentence is complete and utter fucking retardation. All right, like, I don't usually do this, and when I do, it usually winds up being around this point in the video so that everybody that only watches, like, the first half of the video, they can, you know, they get this false sense that I'm actually a decent guy and I don't use ad hominems and shit like that. Look at her fucking head. Her head is so tiny. I don't know if it's the way the hair is framing her face and her neck, but her neck is like her neck goes beyond her ears. Her fucking head is so small. Like, I visually I picture her as like a 5 foot tall person. Her head is so tiny and her face is so fucking giant and fat on it, and her neck is so fucking thick. Like, this whole thing just creeps me out. The whole video creeps me out. Except Tucker.
Thanks.
But I'm just wondering, final question for you, because this is giving me a little bit of a headache.
I'm sorry.
No offense to you. No, it's not your fault, but just the whole subject is so crazy.
It's the brain waves. That's what I think it is. I think that people emit brain waves, and when your brain, like, they say that everything vibrates. You know, like everything in reality vibrates to a certain degree or another. You can't always feel it. We're not that sensitive to it because it's a molecular level of vibration, right? So, I think that people vibrate in their own way. You know, I kind of believe that to a degree. You know, I don't go as far out there as some people do. But, you know, I think it's when brainwaves clash and when you're so stupid and you're saying shit that's so fucking stupid, even across camera, across probably the world. Who even knows where the fuck these two people are in comparison to each other? But I think stupidity just affects people. It's like a constant attack. I need to come up with a way to make a hat made out of something that'll deflect stupid brainwaves. That's what I need to do. Yeah.
If it's not natural to breastfeed, how did the species get to where it is now? Like, why didn't we die out several millennia ago?
All right. How's this looking? Best part is it covers my ears. How's that look? Yeah, it looks almost like about it. All right. I think we're prepared to listen to this answer.
I think we found other ways like formula to feed the babies. So.
Nope. 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 My new hat doesn't work. My head is hurting.
And
Okay,
years
so
ago,
like during the medieval period, like where did you get the Similac then?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not quite sure, but this breast.
Well, nope.
Feeding phenomenon has been going on for the last 10 years, but.
Oh my God. This breastfeeding phenomena has been going on for 10 years.
Before that, our mothers weren't all exactly into breastfeeding. You had the feminism, the revolution, the 70s. Women did not breastfeed like they do nowadays. So.
And look what's happened to you. Look where you've gone. All right. Take two. And look what's happened to you. Look what you've become. Look at where you're at. Look at what you're doing. Look at what you're talking about. Are you fucking serious? That right there was the biggest indictment of not breastfeeding. Fucking ladies, breastfeed your children or they wind up apparently fucking feminist. There you go.
Breastfeeding has not always been the answer.
Man, I'm glad my kids are older enough to weigh into this stuff. Kathy, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, Kathy. Thank you. Thank you so much for just fucking existing. Like, just your purpose has been fulfilled in life, I think. I think that you have amounted to everything that you will ever amount to in your life. I think you've really hit the peak.